So you want to start a shrimp hobby. In today's episode, I will show you how to start breeding shrimps. If you are a beginner, there is one type of shrimps which you should consider. These are Neocaridina shrimps. They are quite easy in breeding shrimps comparing to the Caridina shrimps. They can handle more different water parameters, and in many places of the earth you can breed them using your tap water. Yes, no RO filters, no salts, no nothing, just a tap water straight from your sink and you can get started. Those shrimps have very different coloration. They can go red like Bloody Mary, like Sakura red, like red cherry shrimp. They can go blue like blue velvets, blue diamonds. You can get yellow shrimps, you can get brown shrimps, black shrimps, even green jades with beautiful, beautiful green color. So you have plenty types of colors. You can also get really shrimps that will have some transparency on their body. And all of those shrimps will be mostly equally easy to breed. One color that can be harder to breed are the yellow Neocaridina shrimps, because they tend to make some surprises, some massive deaths. So the tank size. You can get away with anything from 20 liters to 200 liters. You need to remember that the bigger the tank size, the more stable it will be. If you can go with 100 liters, it would be great. But the minimum size that is quite safe, I would say it's something like 30 liters of water. And this tank should handle well over 100 of shrimps. Water parameters. Neocaridina needs to have water above 7 pH. The important thing about the hardness of the water is that it isn't too high and it isn't too low. You can safely get away with parameters like GH from 6 to even 20 and KH from 1 to 10. One important thing from my experience, it is good to have twice as much GH comparing to KH.
Guys, I hope you are enjoying the video so far. For many years I've been breeding shrimps. If you would like to see more videos on shrimp topics and in future maybe on reef tanks, you can consider supporting me here on YouTube or by visiting my online store. All of gathered money both in store and here I dedicate to develop my breeding room and upgrade my video gear. Sometimes I even buy a cup of coffee to have more energy for work. Thank you, and let's go back to the video.
Most of tap waters will be okay. For example, in the place that I'm living, the tap water is too hard. One important thing, check if your water got chlorine. If it does, just use something like Sikhem Prime or other product that will remove the chlorine from the water. If we are talking about the soil, you can use every neutral soil that you can find. It can be sand, it can be gravel, it can be even lava rock. You can also try to keep Neocaridinas with active soil, but you can run on some deaths of these shrimps because the active soil after each water change will make the pH swing a bit. The Neocaridinas should also thrive after some time on the active soil. If we are talking about water temperature, you can go away from 18 degrees to even 24 degrees safely. sometimes the Neocaridinas will handle higher temperature. You just need to remember that if you will have very high temperature, you need a good amount of oxygen going into tank by the surface movement or using the air-driven filtration. There's also another important thing, that if you will keep your Neocaridinas in high temperature, there's a high likelihood that they will live shorter life and that they will breed faster. And in lower temperature, on the other hand, the Neocaridinas will grow bigger and live for a longer time. You can add to your shrimp tanks almost every type of the plants. None of the plants are harmful for the shrimps, but you need to remember that some of the plants will require CO2 injection. I know some people that will run CO2, but if you do, please remember to not overdo it and to keep the CO2 turned off during the night, because during the night the plants won't breathe and the CO2 level will rise and the shrimps can die.
When we talk about the filtration in Neocaridina shrimp tank, you can use different types of filtration. You can use canister filter and cascades for larger tanks. On the other hand, Neocaridinas will do just fine with sponge filters or even as small filters like Pat Mini inside the tank. When you are considering to start only one tank, in my opinion, the cascade filter or single Pat Mini will be the best. But if you are considering to run big tank with plants and CO2, the canister filter would be the best option.
Neocaridinas will eat almost everything. You can use leaves, you can use fish food from your local store, you can use special food for the shrimps, or even you can add bloodworms to the tank. If your tank is cycled in the correct way, for the small colony of Neocaridina shrimps, there will be no need for the first month for feeding, because your shrimps will eat all the biofilm in the tank that was created during this cycling. If you turn on this video, I think that you would like to start breeding shrimps, so here is a video about starting a Neocaridina shrimp tank. And remember, keep on shrimping.